Welcome to the Alley Show, sponsored by KSTW. Guest starring Alexa Bueno as our interviewee, and your host, the great Allie Skardudis.
Sorry, Mom, call you back.
Hello, everyone. My name is Allie, and this is Alexa, and I am doing my case study on community. So, Alexa, can you give us a little bit of your background growing up with a second language, please?
So, growing up, we always spoke English or Spanish, at the house. Everybody's bilingual, but every time I talk to my parents, I usually talk to them in Spanish. I started learning English when I was in kindergarten. My parents actually never let us watch TV in Spanish. It's always in English. So, it was easier to start the English courses, already kind of having a little bit of background in the language.
Oh, okay. Now, when you went to school, did you speak full Spanish or English?
Yeah, for 13 years, I just went to school in Mexico, and so we only spoke Spanish then. And then when I started middle school, I started middle school in San Diego, and that was only English, so it was a weird transition.
When you went to school, did you talk to a lot of your friends in Spanish, or did you?
No, I didn't really know a lot of people. I mean, I didn't know anybody when I went to when I started middle school, and so it was really hard because I knew the language, but there was still that language barrier in terms of slang and stuff like that. I didn't know what some people were saying. I just didn't know how to react to it. So with time, it just came along.
So, Alexa, when you were transitioning over to California, San Diego to be exact, was it hard for you to kind of code or transition the books from English to Spanish?
Yeah, I actually had to do summer school before I actually started 6th grade, and it was this whole program basically on just learning the language and how to study in English. It was different, and it was hard. I still had to go to tutoring after school. The readings were hard too because in the U.S. You read a lot of chapter books and things like that, and in Mexico we focus more on textbooks, and so that transition was a little bit difficult too. I just didn't really think that I was actually learning anything, and so I was very resistant to it. My teachers had to talk to my parents a few times about it because I was just really discouraged because I just didn't understand, and my grades weren't. I used to be a straight A student in Mexico, and my grades were straight C's. And so it was really hard the first couple of years.
C's get degrees. Anyway, moving on. Were your teachers there to help you when you moved to San Diego?
Yeah, my teachers were really, really cool. I still, I have one of them on Facebook. She's really awesome. But they were really easy to get along with, and they were young too. She was, I want to say, maybe 25.
Oh.
She was Miss Macy. She was really awesome. And she helped a lot. It was a lot easier to transition because of her.
After moving from Mexico to San Diego, is Spanish still a big part of your life? Do you still talk in Spanish to your family and your parents and everything?
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's part of my everyday unless I talk to my parents on the phone every day, but usually since I'm so busy I don't get to. So I speak English a lot more than Spanish now, but I still count in Spanish.
Well, that's actually really cool. I know how to count in Spanish, but that's the only Spanish I know.
Yeah, all the math I do in my classes, everything's in Spanish, and then
So you code. That's what it's called.
Oh.
It's called coding, when you transfer,
that's cool.
So when I say, where are my chocolates, technically I'm coding.
Got it.
But I just want to say thank you for coming on my show and letting me interview you in this second language process.
Thank you for having me.
So when you're learning your... So Alexa... This is all goes like this. Okay.
I have Yeezys.
I'm Crocs! After moving from San Diego...